One of the biggest problems with the fantasy genre is actually magic. I know, it's very weird to actually say, one of the most common things and identifiers of the fantasy genre is a problem. But actually, yes, I think it is a major problem. But not for the reason why you would think, because I don't hate magic. I love magic. The issue is that sometimes magic can be the greatest obstacle to telling your story. By the way, I analyze books and I preview books sometimes. And so if you want me to analyze your favorite book like this or like the last videos of mine, you can, recommend it down in the comments below and I will be sure to take a look at it. Even if I haven't read it, I will actually add it to my to be read list. Also, I'm doing daily uploads, so please support me and help me out. You can consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Magic can be the biggest obstacle to telling your story. Let's say you want to explore a particular theme in your story. Well, guess what? That can be short-handed or that can be damaged if you are solving all the problems using magic for your characters. And this is the biggest issue. You don't really want that to happen, and oftentimes that is what magic can end up doing. How do you solve this particular problem? A favorite author of mine who actually solves this is Jim Butcher. The magic in the Dresden Files is actually not any complicated. It's not very special as well. Some parts of it are very unique, but a lot of it is very, very conventional with slight, teeny tiny adjustments. How you can use magic to tell a story. In this particular case, the story follows in the Stormfront. It follows Harry Dresden on his journey to deduce and to find Victor Sells, who is actually quite a notorious murderer who has been going around, a warlock, and he has been killing people who he doesn't like in hopes of monopolizing the drug trade in Chicago for this particular drug that is called 3i. And how can you use magic in this particular case to tell the story? Well, what Jim Butcher does is actually he lays out a magic with limitations. If your magic has limitations, it will be a very good magic where you can do the following, which is your characters use your magic in order to solve a mystery. And that is very crucial with this particular story. Why? Because you see, Dresden has to find the murderer. It's basically conventional mystery, nothing special about it. In the particular story, step by step, what ends up happening is that the mystery of the story of finding clues that lead Harry Dresden, to the villain of Victor is actually important, because you see a lot of the conclusions that he makes, a lot of the conclusions Harry makes are used through magic. At some point, he realizes this particular drug, 3i, is actually, it gives people the sight. You see what is happening here? The story, step by step, deduces and leads us through magic as well as through combinations with some actual physical items in order to arrive at the conclusion of the mystery, which is find Victor, and then Harry stops him toward the end of the first book, right, Stormfront. The reason why it's not common is primarily because, you see, while this is very simple, it's very hard work. It takes quite a lot of effort, quite a lot of practice, and a lot of dedication to your craft in order to arrive at a point where you are writing a story where the mystery is solved using magic. Because you see what? Dresden could have taken some sort of magical BS where he maybe looks through a looking glass, but that doesn't happen. That does not happen at any point in the story. But he is still using magic in order to deduce who Victor is, step by step by step. And that's what makes this book practically flawless in my eyes. The prose, everything, it's flawless. It's flawless.
There are some things that are about the magic system that are very mechanical. And they're just not going to change. But the basic stuff, all that stuff stays the same. It stays the same in that magic is not conscious in the Dresden Files universe. It's a source of energy like heat or kinetic energy or anything else. And so it's not going out and doing things on its own, although using it to do bad things tends to be bad for you.
So that's how you use magic to tell a story. Magic should not be some sort of a cheap wave a wand trick that can actually take away conflict or tension from the story. It should be something that adds to it. I think one of the great things that Butcher does for this particular story is that he has laws and limitations for the magic, and if you break them, the White Council will come after you, and that is one of the major tensions with Dresden. But I hope that you enjoyed this particular video, this particular analysis. I made another video about this yesterday. You can go and check it out. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, you can consider subscribing. I'm doing daily uploads, as I said, so please consider subscribing and help me out. I'm trying to grow and grind out. Yes. I hope that you have a great day. Bye.